Hi everybody, this is Jazz, aka Trend Trader for you. First of all, welcome to the new members, everybody who signed up through my website. And here's the free weekly analysis of SPY. The way I do it, I start off from the weekly time frame and then get down into the daily. Then we'll kind of drill it down what we did last week and where's the price projecting as far as based on looking at the historical price movement. So let's look at the weekly chart. So weekly chart, you can clearly see as I've been drilling this down, clear uptrend regardless whatever's going outside, the wars, the Greece, or whatever the heck is going on. It really doesn't matter as far as till the technical part of the chart stays in an uptrend, which is higher highs and higher lows. We talked about this over one of the videos, how I discussed the higher highs and higher lows. And we'll just drill it down right into the weekly chart right now. So in past analysis, the low of this, which was I kind of have it memorized now, 197.86, and I said if price comes down and it doesn't break that, we're still in an uptrend. It happened to be that coincident or whatever it was. The low of this candle is also 197.86, bounced off right off of that. And we're talking about a beautiful, big range. We're talking 197 all the way to 209. That's a huge of a range for somebody to take actually profits on, or whatever it is that you're doing options, or based on looking at the historical price data. So we bounced off of there. In fact, to be honest, I was in daily, I was definitely bearish the way the chart was looking at it, and it kept on testing the resistance and kept on testing and finally broke through. We'll talk about that in the daily in a minute. So what I'm looking at is we saw this bullish candle last week, and this week we actually have again really bullish candle. If you look at it, the opening on this candle was all the way at the bottom, right? 204.77. Closing is all the way at the top, which is 209.84. This is a very bullish candle, meaning we have no selling pressure, no bearish pressure from the top, and the bulls came in from the bottom all week long. They kept pushing the prices up and up, and you'll see that in the daily chart. So what we're doing in here is next is to test this area right there. So let's see if we can break this area in the next week, and we'll see if that holds as far as the weekly trend being respected, okay, based on this high that was made. Okay, so let's get down into the daily chart. Daily chart looks like this. This is where for instance, if you are trading in a bigger time frame, you always want to do your analysis in the biggest time frame, which is in this case for me was a weekly. Then I got down into the daily of SPY to look for entries and actually pulling the trigger in the smaller time frames. So we've been following this chart for the longest time, for last few weeks, and in the Facebook group, which is the free Facebook group is this one. Then I also have a paid one where I actually go into even more detail and talk about each candlesticks in there. So this was picked up. This was the weekly low, right? So let's take this out. This is no longer a valid till the point comes down, which is probably going to be a while till it comes down, and we have to look at what's the recent price history is telling us, right? So this area was tested over and over. This is where many of the trades were called around here to look for shorting opportunities, went down, and also was mentioned to cover at the support, which was right around here, right around this area. And again, it was a shorting opportunity here, or either shorting, or if you bought it here, then sell it here, right? Came back down here. This is where this period is when I felt that we were bearish, because it tested here, instead of making a high, this place right there never made a high above this, right? So I was really bearish around this, but it proved me wrong again when it unable to make that the lower low around here. Then I was bullish once it went up here. And my second thought at this place, when the price reached again, let's take this out again, right? We don't need that anymore. When the price came in here, reached here, and I kept on notifying that we need to make a higher high above this red candle right there, which right in here it made a higher high around this area, right? So this is no longer valid anymore, and this is where I was definitely I was bullish around here, because once he went up, unable to make the lower low, I was definitely bullish at this point because it was testing this resistance. If you look to the left of it, how many times the price been here and tested this, every time it kept on here, it kept on soaking up the supply, right? And it at one point it only had so much of a demand left. Once it was broken, now this is going to become your demand. Remember, always remember support and resistance. Once your resistance is tested over and over, right, and once it breaks out of here and it retests the same place, once the resistance is broken, it's going to become support. Vice versa is true. Once the support is broken, it's going to become your resistance, right? So at this point, once this resistance is broken, price comes back down here. I'm looking at around this price. Actually, I have to draw them a little bit, even more refiner. Once the price comes back down here, this part, which was once resistance, is going to act as support, right? So I'm definitely bullish in it, and this was another area where I said we need to break the high of this, which actually did. It actually around here for last 4 days of price action, we had a green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle. Every single day we had a candle's high was above the prior day's candle, which is definitely a sign that's telling you that bulls are in control. So next is to approach this area and break this out, but I might expect some kind of pullback. A pullback could be to this area, right, and shoot up again. That's what I'm thinking. Or it could just keep on going up from here. We'll see what that happens. We take it candle by candle, day by day, week by week. Okay, let me delete this out real quick. All right, okay, so that is this week's analysis. We'll see how that works out. Again, we can trade as a swing trader, or we can go into even smaller time frame, which is going into the 60-minute and try to look for demand areas or support areas where price can actually bounce up from and give us some kind of a day trading opportunity. So if I were to just quickly point out, there's the opportunity right here. If the price bounces in here, we can see for some kind of pullback happening and could take a day trade out of here, right? And I see another opportunity, which is I like this one even more than that one, is once the price comes in here, there's a small little gap in here. Gap are meant to get filled. Sooner or later they'll get filled. So once the price comes down here, fills the gap and covers this trap area below it, it could have a nice bounce out of here too. So there are a lot of support areas within the smaller time frames. We'll see how that goes as far as the next week comes. And a lot of negative news is probably out there. Some stuff happened that we'll see how that's going to react, or the market's going to react toward that. So I'll end to that. And also, just if you're new, not in our Facebook group, make sure you sign up for this free Facebook group, and you can actually go on the website. And my prices have gone up. I have enough members that I feel comfortable that there is a lot of demand for the group or the stuff that we put out, and the prices have gone up. So if you want to avoid any other increase in the prices, lock it up in their Trend Trader for you. You look at the price and plans, and you'll see what this group offers and exactly what it doesn't offer. That way you'll know what you're getting into. And as the demand goes, the prices will probably go up, but right now I'm planning to keep it at the same place. One more thing, for the paid members, I'm adding a new feature, very new feature in this our group, and you guys gonna love it because it's not part of the agreement or part of the PDF file that I put out, but it's going to be something that you can all benefit from. It's going to be great. It's going to be optional, but you're gonna love it for the time being that it's out there, and I plan to keep it for a while. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll be interacting with the members in our Facebook group. Take care, guys.